Dear students, welcome to our Good Samaritan School online classes of Medical Diagnostics for class 12. In our last class, we have learned about the hematocrit and packed cell volume measurement. Today, we are going to learn about the topic erythrocyte indices. So, what is the meaning of erythrocyte indices? Actually, when you have to determine that the patient is suffering from any kind of anemia or not, then the measurement of erythrocyte indices are very important. Actually, based on the result of hemoglobin, hematocrit and total RBC count and the several indices that can be derived like the MCV, MCH and MCHC that we are going to learn today, that will give you a quantitative information about the RBC. Okay, these are called as the absolute values or erythrocyte indices. There are total three types of erythrocyte indices. The first one is named as MCV. What is the meaning of MCV? That is mean corpuscular volume. Okay. So, mean corpuscular volume. It is the average cell volume of RBC. That means in a patient, when the complete blood count will be done, then you can see in that report, complete blood count report, one is named as MCV. That means in that specific person, what is the average cell volume of RBC. So how can you measure that? Okay, because when you have to measure the MCV, already you have measured the total number of RBC in the person, and according to our last class you have measured the PCV or hematocrit value. So automatically the value of MCV you will get just by doing a simple equation. Okay, like the MCV value you have to find out, PCV value already you have, that we have learned in our last class. Okay, and the RBC, how can you count the RBC? RBC counting mechanism also you have already learned. So you have both of the values in your hand, PCV value and RBC value. So if we will put those two values in this equation, so automatically you will get the value of MCV. Always you have to write the value of MCV in femtoliter. Just remember it. Okay, you have to remember this part very clearly, that the value of MCV will be expressed with the unit, that is femtoliter. The reference range of the MCV value is 83 to 101 femtoliter. Okay, so now let's see what can be the clinical application. There you can diagnose total two types of anemia. The first one is microcytic anemia. So what is the meaning of microcytic anemia? If the average cell volume of RBC will be less than 80 femtoliter, then you can call it as microcytic anemia, which can be seen usually in iron deficiency anemia and thalassemia. And what is the meaning of macrocytic anemia? When the average cell volume of RBC will be higher than 100 femtoliter, then the condition will be called as the macrocytic anemia. Okay, and these kind of condition can be seen in megaloblastic anemia. And actually in case of megaloblastic anemia, what is going on? There is the deficiency of folate, means folic acid, and vitamin B12. Okay, so this is very important part. You have to remember these things very clearly. The equation of MCV, then how it is expressed in the unit femtoliter, and the clinical application. Now come to the second part, that is called as MCH. What is the meaning of MCH? mean corpuscular hemoglobin. Okay, so how can you do the equation? Automatically, with the help of the hemoglobin concentration method, Shallies method or colorimetric method, you can get the value of hemoglobin. And RBC counting, through RBC counting, these value also already you have got. So automatically you can do the value of mean corpuscular hemoglobin just by doing the simple equation. Okay, and it will be expressed with the help of the unit picogram. So what is the normal range? That is called as 27 to 32 picogram. So if there is the decreased value, then it will be called as the hypochromia, and it is specially found in the iron deficiency anemia or thalassemia. Okay, same like the microcytic anemia. And the increased value can be seen if it will be more than 32 picogram, then it can be seen in the macrocytic anemia, and that condition also can be called as the hyperchromia. Okay, macrocytic anemia with hyperchromia. Okay, and decreased value can be seen in hypochromia with microcytic anemia. Now come to the third part. Third part is the mean corpuscular hemoglobin concentration. Mean corpuscular hemoglobin concentration. That means it is the average concentration of hemoglobin in the blood. How can you get the value? Already you have the hemoglobin value and PCV value in your hand. So automatically you can get this value also. Okay, the reference range will be 31.5 to 34.5. Okay, grams per dl. And clinical application can be like that. The high value can be seen in spherocytosis and decreased value can be seen in the hypochromic anemia. So this is up to today's class, and one more part is also left here, that is number 4. Okay, basic indices number 4, that is called as the RDW. And what is the meaning of RDW? That is the red cell distribution width. Okay, that means what is the size of the red cell? It is also very important, but actually in your CBSE study material, about the RDW nothing is given. So but you have to take the note in your copy that number 4 indices are RDW, red cell indices width. Okay, sorry, red cell distribution width. Red cell distribution width. Okay, that means what is the size of the RBC in that specific person. Average size of RBC in that specific person. Okay, in next class we are going to learn about the topic erythrocyte sedimentation rate or ESR. So you all just keep learning and take the notes also. Keep learning at home. Don't waste the time because your board exam is going to come. Okay. Best of luck. Thank you very much.